Imagine checking your pocket change, maybe at the gas station, or while paying for your morning coffee. You hand over a penny, and unknowingly, it could be worth over $1.3 million. Yes, you heard me right. One single Abraham Lincoln penny from the year 2000, without a mint mark, could be the key to a wealthy lifestyle. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you really looked at a penny? Most people don't even bother to pick them up off the ground anymore. But what if ignoring that, worthless cent is the exact mistake that's keeping you from retiring early and before you think, "Aw, it's just a penny, I'll check later." Remember, procrastination is the #1 reason people never find hidden treasures. Besides, how would you feel if your neighbor's kid found one in a piggy bank and became a millionaire before you did? So, stay with me, because in this video I'm going to reveal the story, the value, and why these 2000 Lincoln no mint mark pennies could change your life if you have one sitting unnoticed in a drawer right now. Asterisk asterisk, Act 2, The Journey, History plus Emotional Build. Asterisk asterisk, let's rewind for a moment. The year is 2000. America was stepping into a new millennium. People were worried about Y2K, the internet boom was taking off, and the US Mint was still producing billions of pennies every year. On the surface, the Lincoln penny looked ordinary. Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Nothing unusual. But here's where the story gets interesting. Some of these pennies were minted without the expected mint mark. No D for Denver, no P for Philadelphia, just a clean coin. A tiny omission that turned a common cent into a rare and highly sought-after collectible. Collectors began to notice. And as demand grew, so did the price. What once cost a single cent was now selling for thousands, then tens of thousands, and today, one pristine example has fetched as high as $1.3 million in private markets. Now pause for a second and think about that. A penny that most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up could be worth more than a Ferrari, more than a beachfront home, more than the retirement fund you've been stressing over. So the question becomes, how do you know if you have one of these rare 2000 Lincoln no mint mark pennies? And more importantly, how do you sell it for top dollar? Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll break down the exact signs you should be looking for. Here's what you need to do. Pull out your change jar, old coffee cans, and yes, even those dusty shoeboxes in the attic. Examine every single 2000 Lincoln penny you come across. If there's no mint mark under the date, congratulations, you may just be holding the rare coin we're talking about. Condition is everything. A scratched, worn penny might still be valuable, but one in near mint or uncirculated condition is what brings in those life-changing numbers. Collectors and auction houses pay astronomical sums for the best preserved examples. But here's the urgency. Opportunities like this don't last forever. As more people discover these hidden gems, the chances of finding one in circulation shrink every single day. Imagine the regret of knowing you had one, but gave it away as just a penny. That kind of loss would sting for a lifetime. And let's be honest, who wants to explain to their spouse that they gave away $1 million penny just to pay for a pack of gum? Not exactly the conversation you want over dinner, right? So picture this. You find that 2000 no mint mark penny, you sell it for over $1 million, and suddenly, your future looks completely different. No more worrying about bills. No more stressing about retirement. Instead, you're living the lifestyle you always dreamed of, all because you paid attention to something everyone else ignored. Now, here's the twist. The 2000 no mint mark penny isn't the only coin like this hiding in plain sight. There are others, equally rare, equally valuable, just waiting to be discovered. Want to know which ones they are? Stick around, because in the next video, I'll reveal the secret list of pennies and nickels currently selling for 6 to 7 figures. Until then, check your pockets. That worthless penny could be your ticket to wealth. Imagine this. You're holding a simple, ordinary-looking penny. A coin you probably tossed into a jar, dropped on the floor, or even ignored at the checkout counter. Now, what if I told you that this 1-cent piece, a 2014 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, could be worth not just a few dollars, not just a few thousand, but over $1.1 million in today's market? Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent, transformed into a fortune big enough to buy a luxury home, retire early, or live the life most people only dream about. But here's the scary truth. Most people walk right past their fortune every single day. They spend it without ever knowing they had it. Could you be one of them? Or could you be sitting on the very penny that changes your life forever? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the history, the value, and the secrets behind this unbelievable coin. And before you ask, no, you can't pay for your morning coffee with it and get $1 million in change. Trust me, I've tried. The barista wasn't impressed. Let's rewind. The year is 2014. The U.S. Mint is producing billions of pennies, most stamped with tiny mint marks like D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. But then, among the billions, something unusual slips into circulation. Pennies with no mint mark at all. At first glance, they look ordinary. Abraham Lincoln's familiar face on the obverse, the Union Shield on the reverse. But what collectors and experts discovered was shocking. A rare error, a production anomaly, coins with no mint mark that should never have existed. Now here's where things get exciting. While most 2014 pennies are worth only 1 cent, this specific no mint mark variety skyrocketed in value because of its rarity and condition. One of these coins, graded at the highest level, stunned the coin collecting world when it sold for over $1.1 million. And think about it for a moment. A coin minted just 10 years ago. A coin young enough that it might still be hiding in your pocket, your kitchen drawer, or that old piggy bank you haven't touched in years. And if you think that's exciting, wait until I tell you why time is running out to find one of these coins before they disappear forever. You see, coins like these don't stay in circulation for long. Collectors snap them up. Investors lock them away in safes. And every day that passes, the odds of you stumbling across one shrink. That's where the urgency comes in. Now picture this, you find one. You hold it in your hand. A penny that's changed the destiny of ordinary people. Suddenly, that debt you've been struggling with? Gone. That dream vacation you've been postponing? Booked. That freedom-filled lifestyle of financial security? Yours. But here's the question I need you to answer. Are you going to ignore the pennies in your life, or are you going to take the time to check them? Because if you don't, someone else will, and they'll be the one cashing in. Besides, wouldn't it be ironic if you gave your $1 million penny to a vending machine, just for it to jam and eat your snack? My advice? Tonight, grab that old jar of change. Dig into those rolls of pennies sitting in your kitchen. Inspect every 2014 Lincoln set carefully. Look for the ones with no mint mark. Because the next time a coin like this comes up for auction, the world will watch in awe, and you could be the one holding the golden ticket to wealth. Fortunes aren't always made in boardrooms, stock markets, or Silicon Valley startups. Sometimes, they're made in the smallest places, like a 1-cent coin in the palm of your hand. So, the only question left is this: will you be the one who finds it? Because right now, in someone's pocket, in someone's jar, that $1 million 2014 no mint mark penny is waiting. And maybe, just maybe, it's waiting for you. Do you want me to also write a shorter version of this script, about 5 minutes, for viewers who prefer a faster paced style? Or should I keep it at full length like this one?